Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Tamara and this is the first video on my channel. So before I get started with the get to know me questions, I'll talk a little bit about why I decided to make a channel. Top of my channel, you'll see it says life, relationships, and faith. And throughout my life, I definitely had situations in all three of those areas. And so I pray with my channel, me being vulnerable and transparent about my situations will help you. I think a lot of times we go through situations and we take from them what we need to grow, advice, and we just kind of leave it there. But definitely whatever situations we go through is not only for us, but it's for us to help someone else, either to give them advice, to encourage them, to let them know like, hey, this will not last all the ways. This situation will not always be the situation that you're going to be in. So definitely this is my motivation for making a channel. It's to encourage you, to help you, and to be a testament that the situations that I've been through, and you might be going through that situation or have been through that situation, to let you know like it's not gonna last. So we'll get into the questions, and if you have any other questions, please leave them down below in the comments. Like, subscribe. So let's jump into the questions. And if you see me looking to the side, this is where my laptop is, so this is where the questions I'll be reading off of. So the first question is, are you named after anyone? So my name is Tamara, but no, I am not named after anyone. My grandmother named me, but I do have, my middle name is from my mom. So my mom's middle name is Denise as well as mine, and then my daughter's middle name is Denise as well. Next question is, when was the last time you cried? So I cried this morning at church. I think anytime we're in worship and I just think back about all the things that God has, blessed me with, the things that he has done in my life, how he turned situations around. I get very thankful and grateful. And so sometimes express that in tears, not tears of sadness, but tears of joy. Next question is, do you have kids? So I said I do have a daughter. Her name is Tamaya. She is 8. She'll be 9 next month. And she is just so full of life, and I just love her to death. Next question, if you were another person, would you be a friend of yourself? Definitely. I think once people get to know me, they will see that I'm just a chill person. I love to laugh, no drama. And I care about the people who are in my life. So I definitely would be a friend of mine. Next question is, do you use sarcasm a lot? Yes. Just because I love dry humor. And I think life is just so stressful at times that you have to lighten it up a little bit, and I think sarcasm is a perfect way to kind of lighten up the mood. Next question, what was the first thing that you noticed about people? So I am a very observant person. So when I first get to a new job, a new church, a new place, I just observe. I sit back and I'm quiet. I'm just looking, because you definitely don't want to jump into a situation and you do not know how people react. You do not know how people are. So I sit back, observe people's countenance. I observe their character. That is the first thing that I notice. So then I know, because I like to joke, then I need to see, okay, who's the jokester in the group. Okay, I can joke with you. This person's serious. Okay, I can't joke with you, or maybe I can, but it just depends on the situation. Next question is, what is your eye color? Eye color is brown. In the sunlight, it's a light brown, but I mean brown overall. Next question, scary movie or happy endings? Happy endings. I love happy endings. I am a happy person, optimistic person, so I definitely love happy endings. Scary movies, I feel like you always have to watch something else after the scary movie, just because you don't want that to be the last thing in your mind before you go to bed. So no scary movies for me. Next question was your favorite smell. So lavender and vanilla. Oh, I love it. I love it in candles. I love it in the air fresheners, in the little scentsies. Lavender and vanilla. One, because purple is my favorite color. And two, I think the mix between the two scents just smells wonderful. So I love those two together. Next question, what's the furthest you've ever been from home? So I am a military brat. My dad is retired Army. So the furthest we've been is Korea, I think. And I'm in the military as well, and I've been to different countries, but I think Korea is the furthest we've ever been from home. Next question is, do you have any special talents? So I sing. I've sung in my church, I sing in the car, I sing in the shower. I love to sing. I do write poems as well, but I haven't written a poem in a while. And then I can get artsy depending on what type of art it is, but singing definitely is like a special talent of mine that I've grown to love. Next question is, where were you born? I was born in Biloxi, Mississippi, and of course because of military, we traveled to different states. Next question is, what are your hobbies? I like to travel. I like to be immersed in different cultures, and I think that has something to do with being in the military and being a military brat, just being able to accept a different culture and find the beauty in those cultures. But I do love going to museums. I love going to plays, operas. My daughter loves going to the movies. So I think just anything to see different cultures and expand your mind. Don't just be stuck in a box about things that you know that you like. Like, step outside your comfort zone, and you might like something that you never thought you liked before. Next question is, do you have any pets? No, I do not have any pets as of now. My daughter's been asking for a puppy. I told her once she gets a little bit more responsible, then we might think about getting a puppy. But growing up, we've always had pets. We've had dogs and turtles, rabbits, birds, and then when I got an adult, I had pets as well. But as of now, I do not have any pets. Next question is, do you have any siblings? Yes, I have 4 siblings. I have one brother and a sister who grew up with me, and then I have 2 other sisters who didn't grow up with me on my biological father's side. Next question is, what was your first best friend? So I think my brother, I would have to say, is probably my first best friend because we are 2 years apart. So he's probably my first best friend. Next question is, how tall are you? I am 5'4", short. Wish I was like 5'7", but I think 5'4" is like the average for women, so I'm okay. Next question is, funniest moment throughout school. So I haven't been in school in over 10 years, so it's pretty hard to think back. But I think overall, just hanging out with my friends. A lot of times just being like young teenagers in school, we sit around and make fun of people, or just act crazy. I think those are probably the funniest moments in school. Next question is, how many countries have you visited? So I said Korea already. I've been to Iraq, was deployed to Iraq. I was deployed to Al Dhafra, which is next to Dubai. I've been to Qatar, Jamaica, Cayman Islands. Other little countries, but I don't necessarily count those. Just, I want to say little countries, but I wasn't like there to visit the country. We just there to refuel the planes or in the airport. So I didn't necessarily see the country, so I don't necessarily count those. So 6 total that I've been in the culture, immersed in the culture, been in the country over a day. Next question is, what was your favorite or worst subject in high school? Hands down, math is my worst subject. I'm good with addition, subtraction, division, multiplication. Once you start getting to fractions and algebra and everything else, you lost me. I don't understand algebra. Why are we doing letters and numbers together? I don't understand it. So it will forever be the worst subject for me. I will try to learn it, but it just goes over my head. My favorite subjects was government and history. I like to understand like where things were and where they are now. So history, government, I love those type of things. What is your favorite drink, animal, and perfume? Favorite drink is Arnold Palmer. Anytime I go to a restaurant, that is what I get all the time. Favorite animal, dog, of course. And then perfume. So my favorite perfume right now is Gucci. I have Michael Kors and Versace, and those are, I love those too, so I might switch depending on my mood, but my, number 1 is Gucci. Next question is, what would you have you named your children? So my daughter's name is Tamaya. She's my only child. When I do have other children, I would try to keep them in the T family, and keep them similar to my name. So my name is Tamara, her name is Tamaya. So any other kid after that, I would try to keep in the T's similar to mine. Next question is, what sports do you play? Have you played? I played volleyball in high school, and that's the only sport I've played in high school. I play basketball. I could play softball, but those three are the ones I really like. Everything else is cool, but none that I play. Oh, unless you like kickball. I can do kickball, but I don't know if that's a sport. But yeah. Next question is, who are some of your favorite YouTubers? I like Gay Babe TV, Raven Elise. I watch her as well. Nitra B. I watch her as well. And then Jamie and Nikki. I watch them. So those are some, just to name a few that I like. Next one is, how many girlfriends or boyfriends have you ever had? I mean, I'm in my 30s, so I can't think back that far, and who cares? They're not with me now, so I don't keep count of them. Next question is, what is your favorite memory from childhood? So I would say probably being in Korea was my favorite childhood, just because it was the first time for us being outside of the United States, being in a different country, learning the culture, learning the language, learning the food. So I definitely loved that part of my life. My parents too, like, we were only supposed to be there for 2 years, but we extended for another 2, so we were there for 4 years. So we all loved the culture and the country. So that was my favorite memory as a child. Next question is, how would you describe your fashion sense? I like to be comfortable, so I don't like anything like too tight. Like, I need to breathe, okay? And I think, so a lot of people, you know, and I'm not judging people, like, they'll go out and they'll wear tight stuff, but then as soon as you get home, you're ready to rip it off and put on some pajamas or something. So I like to be comfortable. I don't like to be restricted. I like to move. So definitely like throws like this, loose clothes. I like to be free. Next question is, what phone do you have? An iPhone or Android? I have an iPhone. I love iPhones. Sorry, Android, but they haven't failed me yet, so I'm gonna keep rocking with them. Last question is, tell us one of your bad habits. Self-doubt, I think. I don't know, that's probably getting like too deep, but self-doubt. And I think a lot of times we just think like we're not equipped to do some of the things that we want to do, some of the visions or the plans that we have. We might not think we're equipped to do them, or like, who, you know, especially like a YouTube page, I was like, who gonna listen to me? But I think, one, that's just a trick of the enemy, because we all have something to offer someone else, whatever situation that we've been through, a testimony, whatever. And a lot of times self-doubt or fear is one of the things that kind of cripples us from not doing what we are purposed to do. So I struggle with that, but I mean, it's life. You got to get past it, because I mean, people are always going to say something, either good or bad, so you might as well just roll with it. So the end of the Get to Know Me tag. I hope you enjoyed it, and like I said, if you have any other questions that you think about, that you want to know something about, leave them in the comments below. I am a very transparent person. I will be honest with you, and so I hope you enjoyed. I will see you guys next time.